Hey everyone. So first of all, I wanted to thank everybody for all the positive reactions and all the sweet comments that I've been getting. I really, really appreciate it. My last video was definitely something real. It's just, I have a very long journey ahead of me, and I did want to share that. And the whole journey, what I'm about to go through, will also be on YouTube. But I will say that the journey will be difficult. It will be hard. It's probably not a 1 year journey because, a 1 year journey would be very fast in terms of having a child or getting pregnant or all of that. I mean, I have a lot of self improving to do at first of all. Two, I definitely need to move because, as I've said before, I do still live with my dad. And if I'm to have a child with somebody or even get into a relationship, then the first choice would be to have my own place and explore my options, work on myself, work on my condition, work on, you know, learning everything I can or possibly can about having a child, preparing for a child, all of those things. If you would like to know more about that, if you like to see or hear me talk about preparations and all of that, then I will be glad to do so. That's absolutely fine. Um, if you want me to give out the information that I learn, that's also fine. I can share all of that with you or useful tips that I've learned or heard from others. Um, Maybe websites that I've seen or whatever. Yeah, so all of that is something. One of my plans also that wasn't in the last video that I didn't mention for a really big reason is that I want to move. Not just to a different apartment, that will be step one, but from there on out, my biggest goal is to move to a different country. I have many different reasons for that. Most of all because I've never felt at home in the Netherlands, but also because I just don't like it here. It's a very difficult, like, thing mentally that I've never been able to get over. It's like, um, it's like a form of body dysphoria, right? There are these people that strongly feel like one of their limbs isn't theirs, like their arm or their leg isn't theirs. I don't know the medical term for that, but that's what it feels like for me living here in the Netherlands. That's not to say that there's something wrong with the Netherlands. I just don't feel home here. It's just not where I want to be. And so, all the preparations that I will be doing are, of course, to have a child, but chances are I will not be having this child in this country. Again, I do have to wait until I don't have family in this country, which will not be long. I mean, my mom will more than likely move with me, although I'm not 100% sure about that either. But in that case, I will go alone and figure out a way to travel back and forth. But for now, things are very difficult because I am on a very tight budget. I am on disability money, so that's not something that I'm looking forward in the next 2 years at least. But yes, for now I'm focused on just moving to my own apartment here in the Netherlands. Um, just trying to figure things out, learning things, learning about children, child safety, and all of that, all of the things that might in fact be a little bit overthinking before I even have a child, but to me that's always been a very big thing. I overthink everything, but in this case I don't think that would be a bad thing, especially considering the fact that I do have the time for it. I mean, I'm overweight. I need to lose that weight before I'm able to have a child. So during the meantime, I mean, I'm not going to be sporting 24/7. I'm not going to be walking 24/7, you know? So I might as well learn what I can during the time that I'm preparing for having a child. So that's that. I also want to make it very, very clear that I really hope that I'll be in a relationship when I have this child, but there is also a chance that I might go with a donor instead. In which case, I will be doing a lot of research in this department as well. And again, if you want this information, I will put it out. If you don't want this information, then I won't put it out. I'm not gonna say who my donor is or anything, but I mean the process of finding a donor, the process of the sites that I'm looking at or going through, or what exactly happens during a process like that, and all of that. So yeah, I just want to keep it very, very real, and I want to be very, very open about things, but yeah, it's going to be a very long road. It's going to be a very long distance ahead, and I'm not really thinking that it's going to be something that's going to be done in months. It's just, I don't think that's possible. I just don't think so. Um, yeah. First step is to move, and that can take a little while. I'm on a list right now, on a housing list, to see if I can find a place real soon. But yeah, that's gonna take a few months as well just to find a place, because things in the Netherlands here are a little bit slow going when it comes to housing and house placement. But that's okay. Now, a lot of people will think like, are you nuts? Why would you want to leave the Netherlands? All of your medical expenses are basically paid for. Well, yeah, that's basically true. The Netherlands is very relaxed with its laws and with its payments and all of that when it comes to taxes and medical expenses and all of that. But we do have to pay about 140 euro a month on insurance, which is mandatory. So if you don't go each month, then yeah, it's basically paid for at some point. So you're still paying for it yourself. It just doesn't feel like it because the insurance does most of it, but not all of it. I mean, obviously, when it comes to cosmetic surgery, you're not gonna get that for free, obviously, unless for some reason it's a health risk. There's a health risk involved, and you need a certain procedure done. Like you cannot breathe through your nose, so you have to get a nose job just to be able to breathe better. I mean, obviously, then it's a medical emergency, in which case they do pay for it. Or if your back is really painful and strained because your breasts are too heavy, they will do a partial pay for that, I believe, or full pay if you get a breast reduction. I'm not 100% sure, but of course they're not gonna pay for breast implants or stuff like that. Like that's no, that's just no. I mean, even if you had cancer or anything and you need a breast reconstruction, I do not think that they will pay for that. I think that's a self-paid kind of thing. But yeah, so there's a lot coming. Also, once I've moved, I'm also looking to have a cat or a dog or both. I'm not sure yet. And also, they will probably get their own channels because why not? Right? Everybody loves cats and dogs. Yeah. So that's it for this video. I think I don't really have much more to say. Somebody commented that I'm authentic, which has been said before. I really appreciate that. I try to be as honest as possible. I do not want to be like any of those influencers out there who are pretending that they are living the life, pretending to be millionaires or billionaires or whatever. Meanwhile, they're just broke and breaking into places or staging things or whatever. I'm not gonna be one of those persons. I'm not gonna be a faker or, somebody who just doesn't really care about their people. I care about my viewers because you're the reason that I'm on here. I don't give a shit about the money that I might get in the future from it. I don't. Will it be a big help? Absolutely. I'm on disability money. I don't have a lot of money. I can feed myself with help from my dad. I mean, it's tough. It is. So, will the money help eventually? Absolutely. Is it something I strive to do for the money? No, it just isn't. Again, I absolutely love the people that I'm trying to, you know, do these videos for because that's why I'm doing it. I just love positivity. It's always been me. And some people think that I'm different in, like, there's something different in my brain, which is possible because some shit has happened. Say some things I have not talked about yet. But yeah, that's basically it. So anyway, have a good day or night or evening or morning, wherever it may be, wherever you are, and yeah, I'll see you next time. See ya.